him. That's the guy.
I stole his 13 fishing reels, and they're a signature series, so it's got his name on them and stuff. But I tried to pawn them at the pawn shop, and they wouldn't even take them.
This guy's an absolute sniper with this thing. Look, he's got holsters every which way. Absolute sniper with a quick draw out there on the water.
That's why they call me Shady Shane, because I'm always sneaking around with my sniper lens.
Guess what, Charles? You're my wife for the day.
Oh God.
Yeah, you better work on your figure.
I'm not as good looking.
No, all right, here we are, iCast. Man, it's the only time of year really where everyone in the industry meets up, whether it's saltwater, freshwater, everyone meets up together and releases their new products. I myself, I'm here for Guggen, Bass Mafia, 13 Fishing, blah, 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 Seaguar, the list goes on and on and on. Mercury's here, representatives from Bass Pro Shops are here. Everyone is here in the industry. So today I really want to take you through the iCast floor, and instead of saying, oh, here's the new and new, this and that and the other, this is new, check this out, this is new. Let's go and try to get a little bit behind what goes on, like all the little meeting rooms and things like that. And it's no secret that, a lot of deals are made here. Whether you're at the bar tonight, hanging out with different companies, groups, sponsors, whatever it is, you strike up a good conversation, it leads to a sponsorship, it leads to a partnership, or you're out here on the iCast floor. This is a really good place to really introduce yourself to people if you're a young aspiring angler. It's a good place to just catch up with people because, let's face it, ever since COVID, there's been a lot of emails and phone calls in our industry, but this is the only event we have for the year outside of the Bassmaster Classic where you could really shake hands with the people that keep us going. So that's it. I'm a little tired. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. this morning because we were just in Europe yesterday. We are balls to the wall. Let's go check out what's on the iCast floor. Oh, by the way, I'm doing a little pre-fishing right now. I'm early. I'm super early. We got our badges, and we're just gonna do a little pre-fishing. We're gonna walk the aisles here. Before it gets really crowded, I just want to see the lay of the land, do a little pre-fishing out deep, up shallow, just see where all the sponsors are all laid out and everything. So let's roll. All right, over the last 2 days, all these vendors, they've been setting up. They don't crank the AC up during the setup here, so everyone's been working hard getting their booths together. Like I said, I want to come here early, get a lay of the land. That way you're not rubbing shoulders and getting stopped every now and then. So right off the bat, I see Seaguar right here in front. That's awesome. Now let's go try to see where Bass Mafia and the rest of the boys are. Everyone's just kind of waking up, but it's really cool to see all these different booths. I mean, in every size. They got these little 6x6 booths, they got 60x60 booths, they got 200x200 booths. But there's one thing for certain, whether you're a small fishing company or a large fishing company, they are contributing to the sport of fishing. I mean, the sport of fishing is valued at like 11 or 12 billion dollars or so. Money is spent every single year keeping this whole fishing thing, going around and around. And like I said, every single one of these companies contributes to that. So here's the House of Outdoors group, which is nice because Bait Fuel is right here. House of Outdoors is right here. This display looks really cool. Here, come check this out. So the line through top hook, we've teased it for so many months and it's finally available. It's finally done. That is it right there. You guys stay right there. Let me show you. It actually looks really good. All right, gotta be honest. So we've gone through so many different revisions of this bait, so many. And they told me just like last month that, man, you're down to your last revision, iCast is coming, we're out of time. So we made our final tweaks, and I actually haven't even ran this thing yet. So what I'm gonna do this morning is I'm gonna find some fishing line, I'm gonna rig this thing up, I'm gonna find a pond, and I'm gonna swim this thing, and I get to see it for the first time, because that's what it takes to build something like this. A lot of back and forth between the manufacturer, a lot of back and forth between myself, who applies this, to the lead engineer over at Bass Mafia, to the factories overseas, and that whole triangulation of information needs to all come together as a head. And we finally came up with this top hook dangerous swim bait version. This is a 6-inch version. I'm so happy to see it here at iCast. This is literally the first time I've seen it, and I'm really pumped. A couple top waters here. I gotta get some line. I gotta test this thing out. Light version, which is like 6 feet or less. And then there's a heavy version, which is like, your Tennessee River ledge fishing, 12, 15, 20 feet of water. And that nasty top hook, you could just crawl it on the rocks or the shells and not get snagged up. That is just awesome. I gotta run these things, dude. I gotta check them out. One thing I wanted to do is, I wore a polo shirt all last year at iCast, and that's the move. You just feel chill, comfortable. They've got new polo shirts over here, so I'm literally, before anyone gets here, I'm gonna snag one. I'm literally gonna steal a polo shirt, go in the back room there and change this one out. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, it's a large. Dang it, it's too big for me. I gotta wait for someone to come. Found some ponds to swim my baits in, but it's literally like that, that deep. This is the most random thing I've ever seen on the iCast floor. It's the United States Postal Service and their priority mail service. You can't ship stuff from here. They're just advertising, hey, you can ship stuff with us. That's amazing. I've never seen anything like that. Bert's Custom Tackle. Bert, I'm gonna borrow your rod. And I'm gonna borrow your rod because the rod tip is already broken. So Bert's Custom Tackle, thank you. Let me, I'm gonna borrow this for a quick second just to run my swim bait, okay? Thank you. Bert, is that you? No.
Now you just need one for a 2-inch tip.
We're gonna have to find a pond. Okay, so here it is. Let's go with this guy so we can see it. So this is the heavy version. This is gonna be the heavy boy. I'll take that one, and then we got a light one right here. This is the light boy. So I'll rig up both. Here's the beauty of this thing right here. Run your line through, just like a regular line through swim bait, but it pops out the top side here. Instead of using a treble hook like, you know, 90% of the swim baits out there use, we're going with a flipping hook, man. Straight up 5/0 flipping hook. The beauty of this is in these lead head style swim baits, these top hook style swim baits, when you know you're catching fish all day or you have it down in the rocks or the shells or whatever it is, that hook point gets very, very dull. And if that jig head is molded in that swim bait body and that hook point goes dull, your swim bait is absolutely done. So the beauty of this line through top hook is the ability and freedom to change and swap out that 5/0 flipping hook. Everyone's got a 5/0 flipping hook, right? You got a favorite one, he's got a favorite one, I got a favorite one. So although it comes with a really sick 5/0 flipping hook, you're not gonna bend this thing out. If it happens to dull or bend, you just swap it out with a flipping hook. It's that easy. All right, I don't know why I'm tying like a high performance knot, because I'm just checking things out with it. I mean, it just needs to be an overhand knot, really. All right, let's go check this thing out. That knot was terrible, guys. Boom, there it is, locked in place. All right, let's go run it. Oh yeah, absolutely. We nailed it. I was super worried because I haven't ran this version yet, but she runs really good. That is awesome. Bert, appreciate it. Whoever owns this tank, thank you. It swims really nice. So yeah, like what I was saying, I was traveling, trying to meet deadlines, and they gave me one last change in this swim bait. And after about 6, I think we're on the 7th revision of this swim bait, they said, hey man, we're out of time. You gotta have your last changes submitted. And this was just like 28 days ago. So I submitted these last changes. I kind of flared out the body a little more. I distributed the weight throughout the belly a little more. And that was my first time running it. It's an absolute home run, dude. I'm so happy. I was a little worried. I really was. I was a little worried because I haven't been able to test it. But after all the different, you know, revision A, revision B, and C, and D, all those little things combined come to that right there. And that is the finished product. Absolutely awesome. Can't wait to show you guys the 7-inch. That's what's next. But we'll take it one step at a time. The light top hook, the dangerous loaded top hook, and the light version, which is 6 feet or less. And then the deep version, which is, you know, 15, 20, even 25 feet. Just awesome. That makes me happy this morning. Where was it? Was it in this one or was it in that one?
Is this one right
This
here?
one right here?
Yeah.
America, baby. Thank you, Bert. Appreciate you. Just don't disrupt that flag. Beautiful. Maybe after hours I'll run this swim bait through there. I want that one.
What's up, Slim?
What's up, buddy? Good to see you.
I just saw you on the wall right at.
Yeah. You know how it goes. All right, tell me what you really think about iCast.
Dude, this video right here
Yeah.
is gonna get you a divorce.
I mean, how many iCasts have you been to? Going on 10?
13.
13, right? Yeah.
12, 13.
13 plus. Yeah, back in the day when like we were rolling, it's
Back
just like,
in the
oh,
day.
can't wait for iCast. We're gonna go in these back rooms, sign deals.
And we signed none.
None. It
No
never.
leads,
It
nothing.
never goes that way. It's crazy.
And now you're here to work 4 bulls.
Yeah.
Keep your job.
You keep your job
and
and,
go home.
move on.
Life
That's
is
right.
good. Might get lucky. Everybody else gets lucky, but
yeah,
me.
Yeah. Hey, it's right place, right time type of thing. I think there's more deals struck like at the bar on the Wednesday night, Thursday night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That gets the ball
Allegedly.
rolling.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. This guy's ex-sheriff's department. He knows the right words to say.
Allegedly.
We'll see you around. It's always nice catching up with that dude, man. Cliff Crochet's been around a long time. If you're ever missing him on the water, just go to the bank. You'll see him there, shallow in the mud. All right, time to get to work. Damn, you're looking good, dude. Look at that hair.
I'm giving the cameraman
What's
a
up,
fist
brother?
bump.
Yeah,
Thank
he
you.
beats. Look
I heard
at
some
it.
good news this morning.
Absolutely. I grabbed that rod, that saltwater rod right there. I went to Berkeley's pond. There was employees everywhere. I was like, well, I got to check this thing out. You have to. And I ran. It's just butter. I'm like,
It's like a kid on Christmas. You got to try it out.
Yes. And I was telling all them, it's like, dude, it's not a process where you're just like, oh, build me this, and it's done in 2 weeks. We're like on 7 different revisions, 6 or 7, whatever it is, but
That's how the people know. If
Yeah.
it's Bass Mafia, it's not coming out unless
Yes.
it is 100% dialed,
Yes.
and all of these guys
yeah,
are proof.
absolutely.
There are no shortcuts, no
Yep.
corners.
Yep, that's
That
right.
bait is proof.
Ooh, you got the boots too, bro. Oh my gosh.
I got
look
shoes
at
to
these.
change into.
Hell yeah, Matty B.
Hey, gotta stand tall,
This
man.
is the team manager right here. All these clowns you see, Lunkers and Lake Fork guy and all these guys, like this man right here keeps all those dudes in check. See how, yes, so like Tennessee River.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Zaldain.
Nice to meet you. From Mexico? Nice,
Yeah.
very cool.
I was gonna say social media influencer,
Yeah.
Mex Angler on
Heck
YouTube
yeah.
and Instagram.
I'll throw you a follow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Those are cool.
All right, so we kind of made our rounds here, greeting everyone. This is awesome. I'm in the Seaguar booth right now. What's really cool, so each and every booth, for the most part, has the magic meeting room. Behind these doors right here is where the meetings go down, whether it's a sales meeting or a potential sponsorship or partnership meeting. That's the meeting room right there. So if you ever see a guy in a suit, a guy in a tie, collared shirt walking in with a dude with a jersey, scrubby looking fisherman, that's a good thing. We got a meeting, our first meeting is actually gonna be in like a legit meeting area, meeting room. So technically we're going into a meeting room, just not this one. So let's go to our first one with Mercury Outboards. Hello, good morning. All right, that was a good meeting with Mercury Outboards there. I was a little nervous because this is my first year with Mercury, but that meeting was all about just getting on the same page. We're able to tell them confidently that yes, I do the professional bass fishing thing, but also we're working our tail off on the YouTube side, you know, with Instagram reels, little things like that, little things that big brands like Mercury can track. Again, I say it time and time again, professional bass fishing isn't all about catching fish and weighing them on a stage. These big companies like this, they want to be able to go to their boss and say, hey, look, Chris is pulling his weight, KVD's pulling his weight, he's actually selling some engines or just gathering interest in the product or whatever it is. But so that meeting went really, really well. Again, this is my first year back on with Mercury, so we're all on the same page, and that went really, really well. So if you're gonna go to iCast and rock a Guggen polo, you better have a whole collection of hats to swap out. So if you can't tell, my next meeting here in a little bit is Bass Pro. That's how you get it done. All right, I've got a game for you.
Yeah,
You wanna
I'm
smell,
in, I'm in.
Smell bags of bait?
I'm in.
Yeah.
Let me in.
If you guys didn't see that video, that was pretty freaking fun. We played a joke on him, Scott, and
The whole
rest of the
group.
guys.
You got everybody.
Yeah.
I watched the video.
Moving on. Yeah, it was awesome.
Good to see you.
Well, that Bass Pro meeting went pretty good. Still got my job. That's awesome. Again, just to even have the opportunity to work with a company like Bass Pro, I mean, they're so iconic. They're huge. They're absolutely huge. Sit down with my guy, Dustin. He's my contact over there. And to check in with him, that was huge. I mean, just a 30-minute session, talk shop formally. You know, as we were talking, Mr. Morris himself walked by. So that's, I mean, it's just awesome to have the support from a brand like Bass Pro. I mean, that's good stuff. It's all good stuff. Oh, man. What booth are we at? So the meetings are out of the way today, so we got that. We front loaded it. We patched trade in on the meeting, so she was in on Skype call on the iPad. So meetings are out of the way, so the rest of the day is just gonna be kind of chill. Let's talk about our swim bait a little bit. I know it's a lot of interest. Every time I walk by the Bass Mafia booth here, there's people crowded all around that swim bait. So let's go talk to people about it and really let them know like how it became what it is, because it was not easy. Dude, oh, and that is them right there, man. I'm almost more excited about this than the swim bait, to be honest with you. You know, we're about to drop a video. You guys will see it before this video. So at the Spoon of My Dreams video, it shows Brooks how we like came together with Bass Mafia, you know, through Nichols Lures. They've been stamping nickel-plated brass like longer than anyone. So it just makes sense for me to introduce Bass Mafia to the Nichols brand and to come up with something like that. I mean, just unreal. And I know some of the pros have already come by here and checked it out, and they know what's up. They absolutely know what's up. So, but this style of spoon with the kind of the deeper cupping, lots and lots of flutter. I mean, that's what we want. A lot of twirling, a lot of side-to-side range, and just a perfect gizzard shad size, dude. You nailed it, Brooks. Thank you, dude. Awesome. They look great. And then the painted ones as well,
Yep,
big stripers, or dirtier colored big largemouth out there deep. We all know painted blade spinnerbaits work really well for bass, and so does painted blade spoons. Man, I can't wait. That color, crush that color. Subtle, but enough. Very, very cool, Brooks. Little table rock shad action. Yeah, so this is the Big Larry spoon in conjunction with Bass Mafia. And we've seen the big flutter spoons in the past. In my opinion, they didn't have enough cup. We've come up with the most fluttery spoon there is, period. So it's got the twirl and the side-to-side flutter, which is what triggers big bass into eating. I've caught a lot of big largemouth in 6 feet of water or less just by pitching it to docks and targets. Sure. And it's just a completely different presentation that you wouldn't normally see.
Okay, perfect. And then the swim bait, obviously.
Another little switcheroo.
Just the guy I wanted to talk to. How are you?
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so tell me what's wrong.
Yummy.
No filming on this one.
Yeah. So American Bait Works, they're amazing. They got all these different brands, but especially Bait Fuel, right? I mean, Bait Fuel is the scent we use that is pretty amazing. You can't smell it to the human, to the human nose, but the bass obviously love it. Smallmouth bass especially. And my dog Michi, for some reason, every time she hops in my boat, like her nose goes immediately to the bait fuel. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. You know, they got several different brands. This is really cool. So like, we were in the boat with Bobby Barrick just a couple weeks ago. You guys saw the video. His smash mouth frog, I mean, that's here, that's cool. All his different colors, so really cool. But the new bait fuel over here, saltwater bait fuel, I believe it's the same kind of application, same everything, it's just in saltwater form, so that's awesome. The bottle right there, if my dog was here right now, she would go and like smoke that thing. So that's really good stuff. Hard baits, soft baits, whatever it is, works flawlessly.
I know you're a swim bait guy.
Oh yeah, big time. Look at this thing. That's what caught my eye first.
This one won the Swedish Bait Bash Championship.
Are you serious?
It's all wood carved.
Are you serious? Did you carve that?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Are you kidding me? That is the coolest carp swim bait I've ever seen, ever. How long did that take to paint?
Not so bad. I left the one side natural wood so you see all the mechanics.
Bro, the detail on the inside. Look at the inside. That's like the anatomy of a carp right there.
And I just finished this peacock bass.
It's a cichlid, right? I mean,
it's like a peacock. It's a peacock bass. Yeah.
Wow.
These are all wood carvings.
That's impressive, dude. I mean, look at the depth in the spots. Freaking amazing. What? Wow. So dope.
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
Plug it in.
It's not. Yep, there you go.
Chris has come up with something that's darn genius is what it is.
So this is a 6-inch Dangerous loaded swim bait. It comes in a shallow version, shallow runner, and a deep runner. So all you Alright, just met some new friends. Tate and Dax. How about that, dude? Like Tate and Dax. Tate and Dax take on the world. Dax and Tate tear shit up. No, but look at the shades, dude. He's got
I always gotta run this out of these shades.
Bro. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, let's get a photo. Oh boy, we got a lot done today. Did some promotion stuff. We met with Mercury, Bass Pro Shops, had a couple various meetings, saw a lot of the guys. Dude, I'm tired. Like I said, I've been up since 3:30. I'm still on European time, so it's getting like super late, probably like 11 or midnight there right now. But one thing to mention, like at 4 o'clock or 4:30, whatever it is, happy hour, all these little beer lines start forming. So a lot of these little companies, they'll have beer on tap and things, but one piece of advice, it's a trap. Don't do it, because one beer leads to 3, to 4, to 5. All of a sudden you're at the bar drinking whiskey and cokes with the guy from Indiana, and then the very next morning you come to the floor and life sucks. So it's a trap. I'm not gonna get caught in the trap. I'm gonna go back to the hotel. I'm gonna eat some good Italian food, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Right back here tomorrow morning, bright and early. Morning, day 2 here of iCast. I was just scrolling through social media here, and like my feed is just full of fishing pros saying, oh, this is so-and-so at iCast 2023, Orlando, Florida. Check out this lure, check out this line, check out this rod, check out this reel. Like my feed is blown up with it. And my question is this morning, like, are you inclined to dig deeper or research this actual product because of these iCast videos from the iCast floor? Or would you rather see this stuff in action on Bass Live or in a YouTube video or something like that? Essentially, I'm asking, I really want to know in the comments below, do these videos from the iCast floor do anything for you? Like, do you feel anything? I mean, I really want to know. Let me know down there. Back on my grind. We got like 2 more just kind of sit-down meetings, and then the rest of the day is just kind of freestyling. So definitely want to go see what Battleborn Batteries is up to. I got to check in with them. 13 Fishing, Seagar, and we'll just kind of float around from there. So a little lighter today. Should be a lot easier of a day. Which hat haven't I worn yet? I haven't worn that one. The one I'm wearing I haven't worn either, but all right. Time to punch the clock. Where's the clock? Right there.
So hook that big snook on him, man. Definitely let you see it.
Yeah. Let me
all right,
know.
bro. Appreciate it, man.
Oh, I'm walking by. I'm going from my first spot to my next spot, and this guy calls me down. I'm like, Charles, start rolling. He's like, cut it off.
Cut.
Hey, that's how you know this is gonna be a good conversation, when he says no cameras.
Cut.
All right, Cliff, I got a question for you.
All right.
All right, so like, it seems like he just asked me if I frog much anymore, and the honest answer to that is I'd rather be offshore throwing a spoon or a frog, tell you the truth. But I have to work on this like shallow cypress game. And I'm watching this video over here, and you're fishing these cypress trees. Let's say like all these bait fuel things are cypress trees, right? And you're just going by, they all look good, obviously. As you go to one cypress tree and you're throwing a frog, how many casts are there to like one tree?
So if I'm looking for them,
Yeah.
if I hadn't found them yet, I'm just getting a rhythm. I'm going back side of the tree, front side of the tree.
You're gonna cast to this side and then that side.
And then I'm gonna work down as we go. And once I get bit, once I find them, and even if they're not biting, if they're biting, you can just be aggressive and go.
And run,
If you're in a good area and not real aggressive, that's when you really slow down and you go 4 or 5 times. You cut it this way, you cut it that way,
right
you cut
front.
it back, right in front, then you cut it back this way, and you just cut it as many times as you can. But same thing with cypress tree fishing, same thing with any kind of fishing. You're looking for that one thing, that one difference. Tree, and they got a cluster. Or you got bustios. Yeah.
What's a bustio? Cypress knee. Yeah.
Sometimes they'll be on the knees, not on the tree.
And that's like, so you see the trees and you'll see the knee. Oh, you won't see the knees.
Or sometimes you see them out under the water. Cypress tree trick, going old school here. Sometimes they get way off the trees because the roots are being...
And I asked this question just now because I was watching the video of you. You caught a frogfish like, I don't know, it was like 6 feet off of the tree, and that's because the bougions.
But you can see the busquillos, like sometimes you'll see them around a tree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then you got roots that go under the water. Not every tree goes straight down, but the tree goes straight down, but the roots come out.
So yeah, like growing up in California, we didn't have cypress trees, but when I'm ever in like a swamp with cypress trees, I always think of you because like that's what you grew up fishing. Like all these bait field things would be trees, and it's so overwhelming. Like I get frustrated and just leave.
And you look for sloughs, look for drains.
Drains, okay, gotcha. All right, so and then nowadays you've been in a long time. You've been in it longer than I have. I've been in 12 years now. So when you're out there fishing, practicing, or whatever it is, what angler do you like look forward to most? Let's say you're working down this cypress line, and here comes a boat. Who do you like running into on the water to cut it up with?
I do get pumped up when I see Kevin.
Kevin, yeah.
Even though you don't talk to him,
yeah.
You're like, yeah.
I'm in the right area.
Yeah, we was at, might have been Douglas, practicing this year. And I was coming out of this little pocket, and Kevin come run down late, and he shut down a crank on that point.
Yeah.
And when I came out the pocket, he saw me, so we shot the breeze for a second. But I was so pumped because I was fishing a place where Van Dam pulled up the fish.
Yup, that's insane. That's what I miss most about fishing with this guy. We always cut it up and like to talk smack about the other anglers. Like talking smack's fun. Like that's like the coolest thing in fishing.
Cut it up bad too. It was fun.
All right, I gotta move to the next one.
Yeah,
I'll see you in a little bit. Flat bill, huh? Yes, bro, dude. All right, so this is a big deal right here. It's a very subtle difference, but it is so huge. So up until this point, the gold label that we use for big smallmouth, love the 8, 10s, and 12s for big smallmouth. The leaders for our spinning rods only came in 25-yard spools. Just after a couple big smallmouth trips, 25-yard spool is gone. Kind of an upgrade. 50-yard spool, you get twice as much gold label for your smallmouth leaders or your largemouth leaders, whatever it is. But either way, 50 yards of gold label. I mean, that is huge, huge, huge. My name's Chris.
Flint, nice to
Flint,
meet you.
nice to meet you. That's a good firm handshake. What's your name?
Emil.
Emil?
Yes, sir.
Very cool. So what tour do you guys fish?
Toyotas,
Nice.
PFLs.
Very cool.
First year for the Invitationals, and Toyotas my second.
Dude, we got a couple of freshies here. I love this. What are your expectations at this iCast show?
So this is my first one, so I didn't really know exactly what to expect, but I was just trying to leverage. I had a really fortunate year. I won the All-American, so I got to go to Red Crest, the Invitationals and all that requires a ton of money that I don't have.
Absolutely.
So before now, I've just taken the stance of like fishing and letting the rest take care of itself. I come to realize pretty quick that's not really how it works.
Wow.
So
Say that louder for the people in the back. Yes.
Making a bunch of connections and meeting as many people as I can, and
that's the way to do it, bro.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been an awesome experience.
Yeah. How about you? What are some of your expectations?
Just put a face to a name. I've talked to some of these people over the phone and not really knowing who I am, and then just coming to talk to them for a minute and getting a face to a name, like I said, and then follow back up with them in a couple weeks and see where it goes.
Nice. All right. So my piece of advice, and I'm sure so like 1 year guys, 2 year guys, and you guys nailed it already, is like give Cigar, give that company, these guys, give them a reason to approach you, Flint, to approach you, Emil, whether it's working hard, doing silly videos like this or whatever, social media posts, reels, blah, blah, blah. Some guys are walking around right now, hey, who's the guy at Cigar? Who do I need to talk to? Hey, give me some money. Like, what? It never works like that. All right, there you have it. These boys get it. Flint, Emil, thank you guys.
Pleasure.
Awesome. Good luck with sponsorship, scouting, and all that stuff. Good stuff. Keep up the good fishing. Maybe I'll book a trip with these boys. What do you think?
I'm shoal bass fishing. I do shoal bass.
Shoal bass. Yes, that's different. All right, check them out if you're bored. See ya.
See ya.
Fishing. A lot of water. Cover a lot of water. Who is that guy? Look at that stash.
Look at the flow.
That was like
more.
6, 7 years ago. That stash was so nasty. Why do you do this to me? Why do you play this video? So we're talking about Tatsu right here. I'm probably talking about 12 or 10 pound Tatsu throwing a jerkbait. Although this was 6 or 7 years ago, my taste for good fluorocarbon and a good fluorocarbon leader hasn't changed. Tatsu and Gold Label, still using it to this day, 8 years later. It's amazing.
Gold Label fluorocarbon. There it is.
Okay, so when you come to an iCast like this, what are like some of the expectations? You know, like is there a checklist? You stand in front of the mirror in the morning and be like, dude, get this done or get that done?
New products.
Yeah.
Gotta see what's coming out.
Gotta see what's going on? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
About to be 18.
18 years old. I remember when I was 17, I was 18. Yeah, okay. All the new products are cool and fun and stuff. Yeah. Right on. And what's this logo right here on the hat?
This is Gills.
Okay.
Outdoor Nation.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir.
Were you like posing and stuff?
Yes, sir.
Really? What does the pose look like?
It was a boomerang, so we did like one of these.
Really like,
or like this.
Oh, look at these guys. Yeah. All right, so you guys are providing value for this company.
Yes, sir.
And that's what it's all about, right? Providing value for the company. I like this. It's yes, sir, no, sir. That is excellent. Very cool.
We're gonna win an opens.
Okay.
And qualify.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay. What else? Win, qualify. What else?
Fish hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try to pursue our dreams.
That's right. Okay. Very cool. Keep on busting out those boomerangs. Keep looking sharp. Excellent. All right, William, get it done, bro. 5 years. I want to see you on tour.
Yes, sir.
I'm only giving you 5 years.
Alrighty.
So you're number 6. You gotta just cut it out and start chasing girls or something.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Take care, boys. That's awesome, man. I love jacking with these kids. It's awesome. All right, so one of the biggest things with like just powering a bass boat, whether you're powering up electronics or a trolling motor on a 36-volt system, it really seems like as we walk through the aisles here, there are more and more lithium battery companies popping up. Like, it seems like every month now. But if you guys are serious about powering up your boat, repowering it, whatever it is, I highly recommend going with a battery that is a single 12-volt battery. And in my opinion, there are less issues, less problems with the single 12-volt batteries like this Battleborn 100 amp hour battery than those single 36-volt batteries. We were just in Europe last week and one of the boats there had issues with that 36-volt battery system, and there's no better way to have full power and reliable power than by using just a 100 amp battery times 3 for your trolling motor. So if you guys like kind of the content we're putting out, whether it's this video or the Bilge podcast, Battleborn makes that possible for us. So if you want to show a little support to what we're doing, the channel and all that, please look into supporting Battleborn batteries. They literally keep us out here. Their slogan is get out there, stay out there, and that is honestly the truth when it comes to batteries. And I say it all the time, there's 2 things you do not want to skimp on in the sport of bass fishing. 1 is rain gear and 2 is batteries. So if you're serious about your power, you're serious about graphing, forward-facing sonar, trolling around, casting for bass, check out the 100 amp hour Battleborn batteries. I always like the dummy batteries. I like holding them up.
Yeah.
Flex those muscles.
Yeah. Man, they're so heavy. All right, so that's officially it. iCast, we did 2 days. We did 2 whole days here, and things are coming to an end. You can tell that because everyone is gravitating either towards the exit or the beer lines, and I am gonna go towards the exit because once again, I'm still on European time and it is absolutely killing me. Plus we have a early departure tomorrow morning at that awful airport, Orlando Airport. It's nothing but Mickey Mouse ears and like the smell of vomit, really. If you ever been to the Orlando Airport, you know what I'm talking about. So thank you guys for hanging out. That is iCast in 2 days. We learned a lot, we saw a lot, saw some new baits. I mean, the ones we released, those are like primo. We saw a couple of other ones. We talked to some kids, we talked to sponsors, had important meetings, all the things bass fishermen do. We saw it here this week. So I'm on a plane early tomorrow morning. I am out.